So I drove out here to McKinney Rupp's Park. It's run by the Lower Colorado River Authority. It's about 15, 20 miles outside of Austin. And the more interesting part, at least to me, is that it's in a whole nother county. And so being in a whole nother county, it's open when a lot of parks in Travis County are closed because of the COVID stuff. And Texas is like that right now because, you know, some of the more rural counties aren't having the issues that the more densely populated counties are. So this one's open. It's got a bunch of miles of you know, various trails. Looked it up on alltrails.com, and it you know, it's got some stuff. So the idea is to get out, do a little running, and then get out of here because it's 7:15. It's already 77 degrees out with a feels like of 81, and it's going to get up to 101 today. The feels like estimate is around 109, 110. So I'd really like to be out of here in about 2 hours or so I can be back on my way home and in the air conditioning. So let's get out and get after it. All right, so, man, the bugs this morning are unreal out here. Like, I actually feel like there's this one that's just been circling me for the last half mile. It's kind of nuts. At any rate, so we're out on the trail. I supposedly you're supposed to pay $5 to be out here, but there was nobody around. There was nobody in the visitor center. There was nobody, I mean, the park's open, it opens at 7, but there was no one around to pay. I saw some work trucks and some guys off, like, way out in the distance, you know, doing some groundskeeping. So, I mean, as far as I know, I'm okay to be out here. I guess if when I get back, somebody gives me a hard time, you know, I mean, I'm more than happy to give them their money. I'm not expecting to be out here for free, but it does certainly seem like maybe there's a you know, miscommunication on where you pay or whatever, because there was nothing obvious. At any rate, I have no idea what this trail is going to entail, and we're early into it, so I'm going to take a breath and keep working. All right, about a mile in, I'm moving way too fast, but part of it is trying to keep the bugs off of me. This has really been kind of crazy. I mean, you know, circle of life and whatnot. I guess possibly some of these are biting me, and I'm providing some sort of energy or food for them, so glad to do my part for nature. So, as I started out to do this, I decided as a way to motivate myself, besides telling you all, was I was gonna spend a little money on the gear. I already owned a lot of stuff. The vest, for instance. I got plenty of energy in the tank here, the spare tire. But one of the things that I kind of splurged on a little bit was this watch. This Garmin, it's a Garmin 6 Phoenix, or Phoenix 6 or whatever. And if I'm being honest right now, I'm kind of glad I did, because it's got a, I'll show you. Let me show you here. It's kind of cool. So it's got a map function on it, right? And that map function is a lifesaver already, because I'm out here running a trail I've never been on and I'm not familiar with. And it's got a whole bunch of switchbacks and crisscrosses and whatnot. So I'm glad that I bought this watch, because I was just heading back in the same direction I had started on. Not more than, oh shit, like a quarter mile, because it looped back around on me. And so when I should have gone right at a intersection, I went left, and I was heading back the same direction, but I looked down at my watch, and the watch shows, oh, wait a second, you're back on the same path. Turn around, jackass. So note to Garmin, maybe next time actually have a function that says, you know, like rings up into your wrist, say, hey, you're back on the same path, jackass. Let's walk up to this little overlook here. Looks like this could be a pretty one. Oh, jeez, that's just gorgeous. Just look at that. Would you just look at that? It's gorgeous. Oh, geez, just beautiful. All right, really though, you don't get this kind of view when you're road running. You just don't. I mean, you got occasional spots like actually downtown Austin, the hike and bike trail that goes around Lady Bird Lake, Town Lake, whichever one you want to call it, is gorgeous and all. But man, you just can't beat views like that right there. And that's part of the reason you come out here and you do this and you know, maybe not 100 miles, but it's part of the reason you go trail running, right? Okay, enough of a break, back at it. Okay, I had to stop because there was a snake like directly across the road. So I backed up, tossed a rock at it, and then backed up again to give it space. And I don't see where he went. So I'm trying not to piss him off. Unfortunately, I wasn't filming, and it struck me quick enough that I just hopped back and went back the opposite direction here, because I'm assuming he went off to the sides one way or the other. So I'm gonna go ahead and move through here. Oh, maybe he's down in that hole somewhere. Oh, geez. Okay. All right. Yeah. So far I've seen 2 snakes and a rabbit out here. One snake was way off the side of the trail, so I wasn't worried about that one. This one was laying right in the middle of the thing. He was probably about 18 inches long. He wasn't a huge thing. There was no rattler, so I have no idea what kind of snake he was. But let's see here. Which way am I trying to go? I gotta figure out which way I'm going here. I think I'm going this way. Okay. Oh. So here's a skill I've never practiced before. Literally eating on the run. Now, a lot of races and marathons and whatnot, you'll have access to gel packs, and chewies and chewable, sugar kind of, it's all sugar laden. It's like the #1 ingredient in most of those things is sucrose. And I'm trying to cut out refined sugars and trying to avoid grain-based carbohydrates. So a lot of the prototypical foods that people might eat aren't what I'm going to try and train with, right? So I'm training with, this here is a bison bar. It's got a bunch of fat, a bunch of protein in it. And so I'm just trying out some different stuff because I've never trained or raced with quote unquote real food. I've always used gels or sugary drinks or whatever while I was out running. It's getting hot out here. I'm aiming to go about 8 miles. Might tailor it back to 6 because, you know, whenever you get on a trail, you slow way the heck down, right? So I'm gonna have to scale that back to 6 today and just call it a win. It's my first time being out on a full trail in, oh hell, probably a year. So I got to give myself a little bit of time to reacclimate, let the legs get comfortable again. But at any rate, yeah. So I did it again. I went the wrong way on the trail. Oh, go ahead, you're good. Yep. Ooh, almost got killed by a mountain bike. I mean, if I keep getting lost out here, I'm gonna be out here 3-4 hours and it's already up into the 80s. It feels like it's already starting to creep up into the high 80s, getting close to the 90s. And once you get over 92, 93 degrees, it starts getting rough for a tubby, out of shape guy like me. The biggest problem with running near rivers and bodies of water and stuff like that is the ground goes down for a really long time, but then when you turn around to go back, it means you have to go up almost the whole way. So I'm doing like a jog walk, but I mean, that didn't seem like a steep incline probably on camera, but at almost 5 miles in, that's steep. That's a little rough. That's a positive sign. There's civilization again, at least. So this thing took me all the way out by the highway. I'm probably only a quarter mile from parking, so all right. That's where I'm going. Right there. Man. I just took it nice and easy, but hey, look. We're back at the parking lot. So screw this. I am done with this run, folks. Holy crap. Whew, boy. Okay. A lot more cars out here now. Let's go in here and see if I can figure out how to pay these guys, because I do owe them some money. Well, they do want face coverings. So let me get this nasty, sweaty. Okay. Oh, yep, that's me. I don't have exact change. So I'm just going here and work with these folks. All right, so that's it. I got 5.75 miles in today. I wanted to do 6 to 8, but things got a little weird out there. It started getting hot. I couldn't quite figure out the trail system because there's a lot of switchbacks and a lot of side trails that connect into each other and stuff. And so I didn't want to get stuck out there with it being super, super hot. So first trail run in like, oh, God, who knows, like a year, 6 months since like last summer. I don't know. So, you know, all in all, not bad. I was able to play with my nutrition a little bit. My stomach seemed to handle the protein bars, you know, kind of those protein jerky bars just fine. Got in some, you know, I need to get better about drinking water. It was very obvious I was getting dehydrated about partway through. Not dehydrated, but at least I needed more water. And I had plenty on me. I'm just horrible about drinking it. I get focused on running. So I just need to probably start telling myself anytime I'm walking, I'm drinking, and get used to that. So no big plans for the day. Gonna go back, clean the house, do some laundry, just those kind of like, you know, life maintenance things that you got to do on a weekend. So yeah, all in all, not horrible. See you later. What is it? What could it be? What is it? We're gonna find out, because it's finally here.